The paints industry should brace itself for a tough time this year. One of the major players in the industry, Basco Paints, says that manufacturers are still incurring high costs of production, impacting negatively on their margins. And as Dennis Otieno reports, consumers will continue to bear the burden of the high prices.
On the surface, Kenya's paint and coating industry looks appealing. But projections by major players on the outlook paint a different picture.
In terms of demand, in terms of market, in terms of consumption, we should see a tough time this year. The supply chain of these materials internationally, I do not think is really going to improve till the later quarter, the last quarter of this year. So it will be very difficult, and scarcity breeds higher costs, as we all know.
A 10% excise tax on articles of plastics and a 10% excise tax on imported resins used in the production of varnishes and adhesives is impacting on margins. High freight charges and a shortage of key raw materials still remain a concern.
As the world started recovering after 2020, relatively speaking, there was a recovery whereby a lot of demand got generated from places, big consumers like China. And freight costs really shot up. So like containerized freight shot up probably 3 to 4 times in value, from something like $2,000 to $2,500 to $8,000 to $10,000 a container.
The Kenya Association of Manufacturers had already raised their alarm over the trend.
Despite the challenges, demand for paint has rebounded of late amid some recovery in the construction sector that had suffered a slowdown in 2020 at the height of the COVID-19 restrictions.
We had 2 increases last year of about 10% and 12% respectively. The costs have actually still outweighed the increase in pricing that we achieved. And I think I would be speaking not just for ourselves but for the industry at large. I do not think that any player in the paint industry would be able to deny what I'm saying, that our margins this time last year was still better by about 20 to 30% in terms of whatever margins we were earning comparatively than what we are currently.
Suppliers.
Shah spoke during the launch of Duracoat's Aquatech AquaArm waterproofing range of products. Dennis Otieno, Citizen TV.